Alrighty. Today we're going to review the Cosmic Tarot. I forgot where I saw this at. I'm not too sure where I bought it from, but it's made in Germany, and I have no idea what I paid for it. I don't recall. But I thought the images were just really cool, so I decided why not. So let me go ahead and open this box up and we'll get to it and look at this interesting deck. Okay, so the box, disappointed, it's a little bit damaged. That's a bummer. Let's see, tarotworld.com. It's ripped right there too. Gosh, where did I buy it from? I don't even recall. And the top of it has a weird type of a thing in it. You see that? Interesting. Okay, the deck. It's brand new though, so it's a brand new deck, which is great. I wish I remember where I bought it from. I don't recall. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at the deck here, unpack it. I do like how it's really easy to open, so you're not going to damage the cards getting them out of the plastic. So that's a major plus. I'm so sick of seeing decks where you just can't even open it and you end up, having to poke in and you might damage the cards, and just really a bummer. Okay. The cards feel kind of matte, kind of thin, not bad, but a little bit on the thin side. Let's first look at the booklet before we go to the cards. So the booklet is, let's see, anything in here, introduction, tells you about it, gives you the structure of the tarot, what it means, the different suits. Also, it aligns to a deck of cards saying like pentacles is diamonds, swords is spades, cups is hearts, and the wands are clubs. Okay. I'd probably read this a little bit later. It has some interesting things in it, but I'm looking for spreads actually, because I have a new series that I'm doing where after I do a deck review, I then go and pick a couple decks and do the spreads out of the book. It allows us to learn how to use a deck better, and it's kind of cool. So go to wordofthetwist.com and check it out, because I'm doing quite a bit lately. Anyway, here's a 1 card. So yep, they got some cool spreads in here. They got the 5 card spread, which reminds me of like a mini cross, 3 card, 7 card spread, and then a 10 card, which is your typical Celtic cross. So that's kind of nice. So they do have some really good spreads you can use to learn the deck and move through it. I always enjoy that. Okay. Now let's see. Again, the card quality, it's not bad, but it's a little bit, it's like a matte, not a matte, like a semi-gloss. So it has a little bit of coating on it, which I like the coatings because it protects the deck from getting jacked up. And it says that this was done, let's see when. Don't know when it was done, but the artist was born in 51. And he's from Germany. He was a surveyor, which is interesting, and he studied art. And they ended up taking up painting. So he took interest in esoteric art, and that led him to the tarot. So that's the back of the cards as well. So it's reversible. Well, not really, because, yeah, it's not reversible. You see how it has the sun darkened light right there? So you can know, the deck, which way is up and which way is down. I wonder if in the guidebook it has reversal meanings. And no, it doesn't. Yeah, no. So I think it's strictly an upright deck, which is, by the way, too, a lot of people ask the question, should I read upright, read reverse? And my answer is read whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Tarot, there's no rules. Have fun with it and enjoy it, because that's what this is about, right? It's about enjoying the craft, learning it, helping yourself get the deeper meanings out of life sometimes by using these cards to really tap into your psyche, and 2 cards, by the way, into your psyche, and really helping you move through different circumstances and situations. Okay, so we're going to break these out again to where we do the major first, and then we'll go through the minors. I'm going to line the minors up side by side like I always do, so we can compare and contrast. I'm already kind of liking this deck a lot. It's really cool. Okay, so I'm going to drop the camera down, and we'll go ahead and get started and run through the actual majors first. And boy, I'm going to read with this deck. I like it. Really cool. Okay, so here we have the Fool, the Magician. I like the Egyptian vibe going on there. The Pharaoh. That's cool. And this is heavily steeped in esoteric symbolism, so keep that in mind. The High Priestess, Alpha Omega. That's interesting. And the yin and yang at the very top. Man, that's really cool. Beginning and the ending, the intuition, finding the balance between the two. You also have the water there, you see back here in the face. And the hair is like the stars kind of like coming in with the moon, crescent moon right there. It's just really an interesting deck. The Empress. You can feel that vibe of just nurture, growth. It's a 3, so expanding. And the world right there is like at her feet. She controls it all. Which means if she is reversed, not in this deck, she can be a real wild card. Watch out. Then we have the Emperor. Yeah, the ram right there. Wow, this is really nice. And the artwork too. I mean, the fact is it's not I'm so sick of AI decks. AI decks, by the way. So I've been trying to buy a lot of older decks that are hand done, and you can see this is like stippling. Really nicely done. It's beautiful. The Hierophant. That's a really cool card. The Lovers. And I like the fact it just doesn't have that modern, you know, twist to it. You have that original symbolism. It just really has so much richness to the cards. You can really tap into it. I'm really digging this deck. Do you like it so far? What's your thoughts on it? I think it's lovely. Absolutely just brilliant. The chariot, oh my gosh, the chariot has movement. That is so nice to see that with the black and the white. Again, the yin and the yang going on there. And you see how he's leaving this stability in the back to go towards victory, allowing the universe to help guide him because his hands, I think we're close there, they're not holding anything. The hands are holding on to the rail here, but he's not holding on to the reins, which is almost like it's letting the universe guide you. And the thing about a chariot, if you don't control it properly, it can split apart. So you got to have trust in the universe to guide you through as these animals move at full speed ahead. That's really cool. Justice. Oh man, that's really nice. The Hermit. Self reflection. I love this card. The Wheel of Fortune. The Hebrew letters here as well. Wow, the Zodiac. This is so deep with meaning. Strength. It's interesting. The line is imprinted up on her versus being a secondary symbol. It's on the shirt, which means it's part of her. She is the strength and she wears it. How beautiful is that? The Hangman, at peace, looking at things from a different perspective. I'm not really seeing the self sacrifice here either. It's more like just completely calm, taking things in to really know how to move forward. I like the sun. So it's kind of giving that deity vibe going on right there. That's interesting too. Death. Oh man, look at that. Time's even broken. Everything has to rebirth itself. Even time. Every day it rebirths after midnight. Or it could also mean there is no time. Man, what an amazing deck. Do you like it? Drop your comments. I'm loving it. Temperance. Not finding that perfect balance. And her foot is in water as well. And the little bird back there. It's like a crane or something. And the sun coming out behind the confusion because balance is coming back now. So the clouds, confusion, you have the birds flying off. See the devil. Even though they're chained per se, they're enjoying themselves. It's like, and this reminds me of like a general. You see, all has a chain up here. It's almost like a badge of honor, like the ribbons that they wear on their shoulders. That's the vibe I'm getting with this deck here. Huh. The tower. Yeah, the divine sees all, sees everything, sees everywhere. I recommend reading the guidebook because, again, it's different than your Rider Waite, the star. I like the pink flamingo. So pink in tarot is humanity. It comes back, points back to people, and blue is you know they say you got the blues, you're down, or emotions, but this is kind of hope. So you have that hope with the pink flamingo, and that's the humanity right there. And then the green grounds you back down to earth as well. I find that very interesting in the color palette. So he really put a lot of thought into this deck. The moon, the fish. That's a different way of looking at it. This is like the primeval man coming out of the water. Hmm, that's a trip. Okay, the sun, very happy card. Judgment. This is interesting because you see how you have the rainbow, and that's kind of like the promise that the world will never be destroyed by flood again. In a sense, you have the sun rising and the ground is dry, and they're resurrecting out of this dry, deadened earth, and yet they look like healthy, you know? And yeah, it's just interesting. And then last is the world. Last card. Yep. I am in love with this deck. It's probably one of my new favorites. It's going to go with the other one I picked up a while ago. I did a review on of the Golden Dawn deck. And if check out my reviews, you'll see it. But yeah, it has that same type of vibe, and I really, really like it. So now let's go ahead and just run through the minors and just see how they look compared side by side. So give me a second to get all set up, and we will run through these. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to put the pentacles at the end. And why I do that is because I've been saying this a lot lately to help people understand. It takes all of the symbols, the three elements, to make the fourth. Because remember, the pentacles is what you materialize in the world, right? And when you materialize something, that's based on what? Your emotions, your desires, your mind, your clarity of thought. And all of those three things make up the world. And then all four together is your spirit, the divine consciousness reaching out to above. And that's the fifth element, ether as well. So, the point being is like, when you look at these, you have to realize that these guys here make this. So when you manifest a new thing on the earth, it takes thought, a new emotion, and new desire to make it happen. Okay? So that is the aces. Now we're going to the twos. Huh. Oh, I like that. That's a really nice two of cups. Okay. Threes. That's grim. That's a very lovely card. You can feel the positive energy in that. You can feel the dark energy here as well. This is the mind. So a lot of times when people look at the three of swords, it has a heart in it. I try to teach that it's not so much the heart is broken, it's the mind is broken. And because the mind is broken, it overtakes the emotion and floods the soul and just makes it feel like you're broken with nothing left. And so when you think about the three of swords, all I think about is the mind that has snapped. And it's going to take a while to come back from whatever happened because it was a very challenging and troubling experience that you dealt with. The three of wands is usually expansion and growth. And I can see here how they're meditating in the field. That's going to help them grow their desires, their sensuality, and so forth. So I get that. And then the three of pentacles working together. One, two, three people rebuilding the wall, whatever they're doing there. Okay. Four. Huh. Hmm. Very blue. See, you stagnant or just like moping, not really look at the blessings before you. Different vibe again. You got a bird here, which is one of those possibilities. The four wands, four flowers between the wands. That's interesting. And the pyramid in the back. This guy thinks he's a king. In the white, he's the truth. Look at colors a lot too, because colors play into the cards quite a bit. Now we're going to go to the five. This is where poverty, green, see, in the green grounds to the earth. So you really feel how the earth is element that is very poverty stricken on this card. You can definitely pick up on that vibe. Fighting. Okay. Five of Swords. Huh. That's wild. And then the Five of Cups. Interesting. Six. Okay. Seven. That's wild. And I like how he color coded these almost. Seven of Wands. You got that red tinge to it. The swords have that yellow to it. And the cups is blue. Well, that one's yellow, but maybe I'm off. That's I thought it was going that path, but maybe not. Can't make up your mind, huh? Memories are really haunting you now. Really, really cool. All right. Eight. Hmm. Eight. Some quickly moving messages, quickly moving action. And the bird again. Something happened. The eight again. See, standing in the mire, you're holding yourself back. You just got to walk out. Eight of Cups. Nothing left. How to move on, my friend. The nine. That's a very nice card. You can feel the positive energy in that. Very wealthy, very well off. I like that. Nine of Wands. You don't get that vibe of being beaten down or anything, but you have a lion back here. Nine of Swords. Yeah. See the snake as well right there. That's cool. Nine of Cups. That's a very interesting image as well. Almost had like a little bit of religious overtone to it when I'm picking up on. Not just for me though, right? You may look at it differently. The Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Wands. Kind of trapped, just burdened down, weighed down. Everything's crashing down. Ten of Swords. Interesting. The Ten of Cups. Okay, then we're going to go to the Princess. Princess. Okay, who's next? And the Prince is next. Definitely a different tradition to read with these. I have to. Reminds me of one of the decks that I have. Next is the Queen. So I have to say these are like the Knight because with the Lion's attack movement, this guy's like bringing like he's like Don Juan with the Scorpion, so be careful. With the snake in the back, that's interesting. And the Swords has a book for intellectuals, so this reminds me more of the Knights, whereas these reminds me more of the Pages. You know, I have to look into it to see how, because not even like the deck I was thinking of, so it's different. The Queens. And then lastly, we have the kings. You can definitely feel the wealth there. Very comfortable with what he has. Life of luxury there. King of Wands, intellectual. Not the swords, but I got like that poet type of vibe or that writer type of vibe, like that artist type of vibe coming off this card. Also very romantic type of a vibe, like sexuality and so forth. And the pink, again, remember pink taps back into humanity. The King of Swords, the Falcon, I think it's a falcon. And then the King of Cups. See, to me, this has more of that emotional feel, like ready to go. This one, I don't know. I'm not feeling that same thing. It's like, even though he's the artist per se, I just get a different vibe with it. Regardless to say, what are your thoughts? Do you like this deck? Do you enjoy it? Would you read with this deck? I will. I would. I like it. Let's go and do a quick shuffle just to see how it does shuffle, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Oops, let me grab the majors. I left them out, so let's pull them back in here just to see. And we're going to do just one card pull, and we'll use the guidebook to see what it says. Yeah, they shuffle nice, a little bit stiff, which is great because they're brand new. They shuffle that way like a dream, so that's perfect. Look at that. Just pops right in, no problem. Overhand shuffle. Yep, very nice. They don't really slide really bad either, you know, so they're not really popping out or anything, which I like. Okay, let's cut them real quick. Pick them up, knock them 3 times. I like to clear it, and we got the 2 of Cups. So we all know what that's about, right? It's about love and being with somebody, coming together as one, the union, the bond. It's all around making a decision to move forward, to really embrace one another. That's the vibe we're getting from the card. But what does the book say? Let's go ahead and look. So the 2 of Cups, according to the Cosmic Tarot, and the person's name is, I think, Norbert Lösche. Norbert Lösche, and it's, I have no idea if I pronounced it right or wrong. If I didn't pronounce it correct, I'm sorry about that. All right, so we're going to go to the cups. Okay, so it says that the 2 of Cups, this guy right here, is all about flowers, surrounded by flowers, 2 lovers kiss, meaning love and its uniting power, union, harmony, strong links, sympathy, contradictory feelings, unresponded love, and false relationships. So it has a whole whirlwind of meanings here. So see, that's what I like about this, right? That's why you don't need to read reverse, because let's just say this card was in like, what's blocking you? Well, you have unresolved issues. You're not really close with your partner and it's holding you back. It's not reversed, but it's in a position to promote that type of an answer. So it's actually making you think about this card from an upside down way of looking at it. Thus say, what's my future look like? Well, now it's beautiful, right? You're going to have really good time. Things are going to work well for you. You're going to find the person of your dreams, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Right? I'm being fluffy here, but I'm just giving you an idea of how you can read it without always having to have a reverse. So you don't need reverse. It's people think you do, but you really don't. Again, it's all how you want to read them and you decide. I do use reversals a lot of times, but you don't need to. All right, so look at that. Oh, I love how these things just slide out. Again, this was the Cosmic Tarot. And if you did enjoy this review, let me know and drop it in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts about it. And before I end, the back of the box says the intention of the Cosmic Tarot is to make the old knowledge accessible and understandable to everyone by using a few secret symbols as possible. Okay. You can grasp the meaning without knowing the old secret doctrines of astrology, Kabbalistic numerology, and the Tree of Life. 78 cards and instruction booklet enclosed. So I'm really glad I bought this deck. I wish that the box wasn't damaged like that. That kind of bothers me, but hey, I'm a nitpicker. That's just how I am. But again, beautiful deck. Highly recommend it. Yes, I'd buy it. I did buy it. And if you're into this type of stuff, I'd recommend you buy it too. And that's all I got. And until next time, I want to see each of y'all in my next review. All right. Bye, everyone.